Hey everyone, my name is Alana with Screenqueen Reviews. Today I'm going to do a review of part 4 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I will say ultimately it was amazing. If you've never watched Sabrina, this is a spinoff of the Riverdale series on the CW. We've had some episodes in the past that kind of overlap with some of the characters, but not really. It's completely its own separate series, and it came straight to Netflix, which is a playoff of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but definitely on the darker side of things, okay? Sabrina's just a student at school living a double life as a witch, similar to the TV series in the past. And she finds out that she is pretty much destined to be the queen of hell, and she's being forced to pretty much take up those ranks. So where we left off in the last season, Sabrina pretty much split herself into two. If I have to do this, then I might as well make myself into 2 parts. Take advantage of that. Let me live on Earth here, the life I want to live, and the other version of me can go ahead and take the throne as the queen of hell. Of course, there comes trouble with that. A lot of that is what plays out into part 4. The sisters are leading the coven, and they're actually doing pretty well. They are now worshiping Dark Mother Hecate. And we have he's released this monster that we saw at the end of part 3. He has his 2 children by his side, and he's now trying to pretty much get a gathering for whatever darkness is to come. So we find in part 4, and again, this is going to be as spoiler-free as possible, but part 4 is basically the Eldritch Terrors. These are definitely directly tied to H.P. Lovecraft. You have the weird, which if you watch Lovecraft Country, is like that whole theme of like the octopus and squids that they have going on, even in like the title picture. That's what that reference is. So a lot of heavy references to H.P. Lovecraft. If you think of the 8 episodes, each episode is us going through an Eldritch Terror, and they're trying to defeat them to make sure they don't pretty much destroy the world and the universe and the cosmos and all these things. So it was actually pretty good. I like when there is a storyline that is very clear. Like you can tell, okay, this episode's gonna be this one. This episode's gonna be this one. And they're like going towards an adventure and a goal. It's very straightforward. Sabrina's as annoying as ever. So if you've ever been annoyed by her in the first 3 parts of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, it's still going to continue. I enjoy seeing the feminism and empowerment of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, but sometimes she's borderline white privilege, okay? It needs to be snapped back to reality, and very annoying and like whiny. There was a moment in this season where I was like, oh my gosh, you are so selfish. Get it together. You'll probably feel the frustration that I feel when you're watching this. I really enjoyed the cast members this season. Oh my gosh, Tati Gabriel, Prudence. This girl she does what she wants to do, and I'm living all day for it. Roz, Jazz Sinclair, she has a bigger role in this season, and they go a lot more into her cunning, but I wish they gave more backstory, to be honest with you. But you'll still enjoy seeing what they kind of have her realize herself into. Of course, Ambrose. So let me tell you, if you're looking for fine men on TV and in Netflix, y'all have been sleeping on him. Chance Perdomo, that's his real name, but he is fine. I did look on his page, like his IMDb page. He's 24, a little on the young side for me. But I enjoy seeing him on the screen, and his acting and what you see on The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I would have never guessed this man was 24 at all. But hey, it's legal, all right? He's still legal. The character who plays Lilith, she's always been a badass. Her doppelganger, like the teacher version of her, there's a lot more of her in this season too. I know we saw her kind of reacting to what is my life like, where have I been all this time in part 3 when she comes back. And now she's kind of getting her groove into what she's gonna be. Of course, she's still like really timid and like a follower. The only faults I would say to this season is that you can tell towards the end, 6, 7, 8, they started rushing. They had to get it over with. This is the last season. I was happy with the ending. I felt closure. You know, a lot of shows don't really give us that. They leave a lot of things out. If I think now, after the series is over, I know that they're living their lives in Riverdale and what everyone is doing. So that part was good to see. But again, just like how I was explaining with Roz's backstory, those are the moments where you feel they took away from it so they can make sure they get to the ending and make sure it was clear and concise for you at the end. Overall, I definitely enjoyed it over the past 4 years, I guess, of them doing the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It was well worth the watch. So I'm sorry to see it leave, but of course we have plenty of other things now that filming is starting back up with COVID and the pandemic. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, Screenqueen Reviews, and you can follow me on all social media platforms, Screenqueen Reviews on Facebook and on Instagram. On Twitter, I am SQueenReviews. Thank you guys for watching.